none of you are more excited than I am. I'm so glad that she's back with us today, and we're glad that all of you are here. I don't think we have any subs in the building, but we might have. If you are, we're glad that you're here today. Boys and girls, we know it's a special day, but let's take a minute. Get quiet and calm. Pay close attention so you can understand what's going on today.
Absolutely. We do want to say welcome to a Friday here at Tadmor. It is Friday, September 21st, 2018.
All right, so we've welcomed everybody, and now it's time for us to stop and think. When you stand up to think about all the things you need to do today, I want you to think about how can we be kind while we're doing the fun run and when we're with our family groups. How can we be respectful during our day today? It's a very special day, so please stand and let's think about the things we need to do.
Please remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance. Attention. Salute. Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everyone. You may be seated.
We haven't been using our flag. We've been having something else on the screen, but I kind of like that. All right, so it's time now for shout-outs and birthdays and other things.
Okay, so shout-outs first or lunch first?
Well, lunch, we have lunch choices today, but we really don't have lunch choices. Today, lunch is going to be a sack lunch, and on Monday, we'll have cereal and a cheese stick.
Perfect. And we have some shout-outs from Mrs. Gillespie to the whole class. Wow.
I saw that one.
Yeah?
I'm impressed.
This is a great one. Kindergarten. Congratulations to all of you in Mrs. Gillespie's class for picking up trash off the playground. Each student had at least one piece of trash that they brought in.
Yeah, that is such a respectful thing to do.
Absolutely.
Whoever threw the trash down was not being very respectful, but those of you who picked it up, even if it wasn't yours, thank you very much. All right, this is from Miss Davis and Ms. Lee, and the shout out is to Noah Aguirre and Emily Alvarado for being great reading partners.
Nice job.
That's pretty cool. Also from Mrs. Davis and Mrs. Lee to Melanie Sanchez for reading quietly during independent reading time. Thank you, Melanie.
Nice job. So that's kindergarten and first grade.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Abdiel Alvarez would like to shout out Mrs. Blaylock for being the best teacher he ever had. And I'd like to say, Abdiel, she looks pretty good in the tutu today, right? She's ready for Red Day? All right. And Abdiel also wants to shout out Aiden Stites for always playing with him at recess and never giving up on his work. Cheering a friend on.
That's pretty cool.
Wow.
And Miss Mancuso, I have to tell you, I have a very special shout out today.
Okay.
Okay, boys and girls, are you listening? All right, Miss Britt's class, are you paying attention? Alex Gutierrez, are you paying attention? You know what he did yesterday? I was walking around in classrooms and I asked a question yesterday on the morning news because it's Constitution Week. And I had told the boys and girls earlier about who signed the Constitution. Okay. And when I walked into Miss Britt's first grade classroom, Alex waved me over and he said, I know. And I said, what do you know? And he said, I know Button Gwinnett and Lyman Hall. And he remembered 2 of the 3 people who had signed the Constitution from Georgia. Alex, I'm so impressed that you were paying attention and that you remembered. So thank you very much for doing that. Miss Britt's class, give him a round of applause and tell him thank you for being so impressive yesterday.
Absolutely. We have some birthdays to celebrate. For today, we want to wish a happy birthday to Christabel Perez and to Kyle Hall. Happy birthday to those folks. And then, we got one more for today. Leslie Castillo.
Well, don't forget this one, because if Kyle has a birthday.
Well, there's a line through that, so I'm not quite sure. So, Kyle, how could I forget that? Because, Kyle has a twin brother, so happy birthday to Jacob Hall as well. And happy birthday to Leslie Castillo. And then tomorrow, this person is having a birthday.
Kenya Hernandez.
And on Sunday,
Isaac Kaswimbe.
And then we want to wish a couple grown-ups some happy birthday wishes. Tomorrow, Miss Jean, who serves lunch in the cafeteria, right on the line, the entree server, that's Miss Jean, and her birthday is tomorrow. So when you pick up your sack lunch today, tell her happy birthday. And then Miss Zoila, one of our lunch monitors, everybody knows Miss Zoila, happy birthday to her. What's
Sunday.
Sunday, that's right. Tomorrow is the 22nd. So on Sunday, Miss Zoila will be celebrating her birthday. So we have lots of birthdays to celebrate. Don't forget, boys and girls, come to the office for your birthday pencil and your birthday coupon. And then I think the only other thing we want to announce is, like you didn't already know this, it's House Day.
Yay!
Could you tell around here it's House Day? We are ready to celebrate. We are going to meet at 7:45 until 8:30 in your families. And everybody knows how to do that. Teachers, you all are aware of that. And then the schedule has been put out on email for you. So we're going to start with the fun run. Green is going to kick it off. Red will finish it off this afternoon.
Yep.
But we are going to have a great day with the fun run. Can I just say?
Yes.
It is a fun day. But teachers, make sure that all your students are behaving. You don't want to be sat out.
Yeah, I would hate for you to have to sit in the office during that time.
Yeah, that's just not a good thing. So please make sure that you are using your Raider behavior and being the best that you can be.
Boys and girls, all week we've been talking about the Constitution and who wrote it and where it was signed and all of those important things. And you know what? We need to make sure that you all know, everybody should know who the very first president was. George Washington was the first president of the United States, and he served for 8 years under the new Constitution.
Wow.
I'm reading a book about him right now. Well, several people during that time, and it's supposed to be based on a lot of factual information. First of all, he was much taller than I thought he was, because they talk about how he walks into a room, but he was a very, very smart man. And he made sure that everything he did followed the Constitution. So we talked about this is the base for all the rules and laws in our country. So remember that. And fourth graders, we know that you're going to be studying it in depth. But boys and girls, I'm going to tell you one more time. The 3 people from Georgia, we know 2 of them, Butt and Gwinnett. Gwinnett County is named for him, and his statue is on the top of the Mall of Georgia. Lyman Hall is Hall County, that's who it's named for, and we have a school named for him. And then the third one, anybody remember? Are you thinking? George Walton. Walton County, which is not far from us, is named for him, and there's also a school named for him, the George Walton Academy. So remember those 3 people if you can't remember anybody else who signed the Constitution.
We hope that you have a great Friday. Have a wonderful House Day. Make sure that you are respectful in all areas to all people all day long. The Raider time is 7:47 a.m. And remember,
Choose kind.